I have to make that a fact because we've heard that on a lot. Because we watch some of the American guys that like the British stuff. JT Reacts and JPS. I think they're two sort of young guys, and they love anything to do with Britain.
Yeah.
And they watch our channels, and they're sort of learning like different words that we say, and they watch lots of videos. It's really funny to watch. Passive smoker, yes, that's the one. Thank you, Tam. Mrs. Love could never get the hang of rolling, so glad I haven't smoked in over 10 years. Vaping way cheaper. Do you know what, Mrs. Love? I had a 4-hour chat with Sophie last night. We had a right gossip for 4 hours. Me and Sophie, and Sophie was saying like they don't really actually know what's in these vape things 100%, and in actual fact, they could maybe not be better for you than tobacco, and actually maybe as bad as it sounds, maybe tobacco is. I know it's not good for you, don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to say it's good for you, but actually maybe tobacco is safer than some of these vape things.
Sure.
Because they don't particularly know what's in some of these vape things.
Yeah, that's true.
Lindsay, do you perhaps have the same a reaction to talking to Sophie as I do? I really like her channel. She's very interesting, but how do I don't feel very smart when I'm talking to her. She's so smart.
Yeah, she's just amazing. We tell her all the time, and I think she gets embarrassed that like we look at her like a superhero, and especially in the past couple of years, what she's been through. And I'm not going to tell her story on our stream because it's not our place. What she has been through, the things she has had to see, witness, and deal with. No human being should have to do that when they sign up to work as a doctor or a nurse. They shouldn't have to. And we think that she's like a superhero. Personally, she's just a superhero without a cape, and that is basically Sophie. She's amazing.
She's certainly a very special person.
The nicest thing is that we've got a little date fixed in our calendar now that we're going to be meeting up with Sophie in May, and she'd like to come dumpster diving with us for her first time because she's not confident in doing it herself. So she asked us like if she'd be able to come with us for the first time. So we've kind of got a little date penciled in for the time being.
Where is she in reference to where you are?
Sophie's in Cheltenham, but the reason she's going to come and see us is because she's going to see her partner in London. So she's going to pop down this way. So it's probably about an hour and a bit drive.
Did you say Cheltenham?
Yeah, Cheltenham. I'll write it in the chat, I think.
Huh. The United Kingdom is fascinating.
It's some of the words, like, because as I said, we watch a lot of the young American lads that are really interested in the UK and the words that we use that are different, and we always sit and we have a giggle because they try and pronounce the words how they think it's pronounced, and we say it completely different. And then when they say it, they're like, "What? Like, what's that? That's not how you say it."
She's the west and slightly north of London.
Yeah, it's not far from. We're both kind of down in south of England. That's kind of as far as I know. I'm really rubbish with geography. I just know we're both south.
Well, we have that in common, Lindsay. I'm terrible, but I'm always fascinated with the cities that you see on Google Maps, for instance, um, and their counterparts here in America. It's always amazing.
We have some funny little towns and villages as well with really funny names. Tam actually put T-shirt next to Alvin. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. Especially.
Nice.
Oh, another toy I found. Well, not a toy, but something really interesting I found in the bin, and it's all working.
You found that in the bin?
Yeah, I found this in the bin.
That's just amazing.
Yes, it is, and I'll show you the whole of it.
Let me show you this. Have you got you've still got your
Yeah, I
phone,
still got
haven't
my T-shirt on for the time being.
This was actually still in its packaging, but I am a little bit of a nightmare for Christmas stuff, so I want to keep this because
Oh, nice.
I just think it's so cute.
Santa!
And I think when we start getting to Christmas, rather than obviously having the
Balloons,
balloons
yeah, we'll have
as our
this.
backdrop, we will have a Christmas backdrop.
Yep.
And it was free. And I'm just going to pop out of the door of balloons.
For free!
And Sean can't say nothing because he's on the bed.
Oh yeah, and Santa, I found this. It's a drone, so you can open it up. It's all working.
You didn't find that in the trash
I found it in
can.
the bin with it controller and everything.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I
Nope.
did. I've been playing with it for a while, so it's working perfectly.
There's Alvin.
Yeah.
There's no way someone threw that away.
Honestly, Santa, someone did, and they had 4 of them. I sold 3, and I kept this one for myself. It have a camera and everything. You just have to hook up your phone on the controller, and it's all ready to go. I've tried it; it's working, and this one is mine. I'm gonna keep it.
You're going to keep it as a toy.
What possible reason would someone have to throw that away?
I don't know, Santa. I was thinking maybe they had too much money and they just throw it and they don't want it anymore. But I love things like that, so I keep it.
That's insane.
It is, Santa. It is.
Now, is that one that you put your phone in
Yes.
through the controller?
Yes. So it's I think it's 120 grams, so it's not even heavy.
Mm.
The name of it is just Smart. That's cool.
Those have come such a far way. It's amazing how automated the flight is.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be that skilled.
Yeah.
In controlling it.
Exactly. Everything is all already in the drone itself. You just have to go up, go down, sideways, and come back to you.
When they were developing those drones to be more automated and less reliant on the consumer, they were using me as a model because I would fly that thing right into the ground. if they get the computer to do it and prevent me from destroying it, that's cool.
Yeah,
Amazing that someone would throw that away.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I found so many of them. Not only these, I found like the first set of drones, like the big chunky ones. Yeah, I found so many of these, but I prefer the smaller ones. I could just have it in my bedroom drawer, cupboard drawer, and it's all safe. You can just close it all up, just like that, and it's all ready to just go into a drawer, just like that. So I'm happy with it.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. That's incredible.
It is. I find so many stuff. Every time I go out bathing, it's always like a Christmas or a birthday for me.
That UK
Dumpster King.
Dumpster Kings with an S.
Yeah.
I've only seen the one guy, but anyway, he said that is that technically illegal in the UK?
Well, in the UK, like in England, it is like legal in London, like not London, Britain, but in Scotland, it's a different kind of rules.
I think in this country, it's a matter of who owns the property of where the trash bin is located. So if it's private property, I guess it's technically illegal. But I believe most people would think once you've decided that you do not wish to possess something, and you've placed it in a trash can or a bin, you have more or less your rights to that item have kind of moved on to whoever owns the trash bin.
Yeah.
We talked about this with Chris, because obviously Chris is an ex-police officer, and Leanne Hill, she's also an ex-police officer. Leanne is a legend. Leanne, ex-police officer. We've also had Chris in the dumpster. If there had been stuff in there, it would have been amazing, but they were empty. So annoying, and he was so excited. But we got Chris pretty much in the dumpster because Belle was saying, look at his face, he definitely wants to go. So we got Chris in a dumpster pretty much, and it was so fun.
Yep.
And the video that Master Chris did for of our little meetup as well was just amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And Paul and Marie as well. Like, Paul and Marie are just lovely.
Yeah.
Chris and Belle and Cookie. Cookie's the sweetest dog. She's so cute.
You sweet too, Ellie. You sweet too, baby girl.
And you. Jealous. We were so excited to meet Cookie and hold Cookie and give her love.
Yeah.
And we talked to them about it, and Chris said it would take a
Cookie.
Cookie.
I think that's the only photo we're missing now.
I know, we've got Chris and Belle together now on our unit.
Yep.
It's just Cookie we're missing. We need to win another one of these Guess the Weight.
Yeah.
And that hat, I want the cap. And we talked to them about it, and Chris said it would take a really, really...
Yeah, I'm jealous, Santa. I want one of them hats too.
And a movie chats one.
Yeah.
I keep nagging little Steve about, I want a movie chat. I want movie chats.
Time wants my shit off. Time
Right.
wants my shit off.
Honestly, I can imagine what Andrew would be saying if he was in the stream now. Go on, Alvin. Oh. We don't have that photo either, Chris. Just saying, just throwing it out there, but we don't have that photo either, Master Chris. Hint, hint.
Master Chris and Banana Bell together.
Banana Bell, the new superhero. I'm
Yeah.
telling you now.
Don't forget Cookie.
Cookie's just so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Just so cute. Monkey Thrifter actually brought up a good idea. He said, like, we should do a whole resellers pet show with Cookie as the host. And I said, brilliant. We should just call it Cookie and Friends. And I need to bring that up to Chris. We need to start this whole new channel of Cookie and Friends, and get all of the resellers' pets involved.
Yeah.
Then you've got the doggy and the black kitty.
2 black kitties we've got. So we have one doggy and 2 black kitties. Where
Yeah.
are they both? One of you is there. Where's the other one?
The one kitty you've had fixed.
Yeah, the male we had fixed, and then when we got the female, we didn't see the need.
Not you, Elsa.
Because, not you, but you come anyway because you're mommy's baby. Come on.
Hey, talking about Cookie, yeah.
I'm trying to call the other cat, and you come instead.
Don't tell me the doggy's name. Something from Frozen. It's I've had too many White Russians.
It's always good. It's always good when you know you've had too many. You're like, yep. The night has been fantastic.
It's something from Frozen, though. It's
Yes.
Let me think. Let me give you another clue, because also it's not just Frozen. When I was little, I used to watch a film with my nana, and it was called Born Free, with a lion in it, and the lion's name is the same as well.
I've heard of Born Free, but boy, I'm drawing a blank. You should know. You've talked to me for a time or two. I'm sort of an idiot.
You are far from an idiot. You are one of the most intelligent people we know.
Mommy's baby.
Did you know Frozen came out in 2013?
I know, and it just seems like yesterday,
I know,
Frozen
I know.
came out.
Elsa.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
The funny thing is, we hardly ever call her Elsa, though. It's always Ellie Belly.
Ellie Belly. She's Ellie Belly. Yes.
You know, this is I love dogs. I'd really love to have another dog, but I'm not quite emotionally stable enough to have another dog. But you can tell Elsa in an uplifting voice, Lindsay. You could say to her, I'm gonna stab you. If you say something in an uplifting voice, in a happy voice, the dog doesn't understand English. Uh,
It's true. They don't know what you're saying. They
but
listen.
they can feel your emotions. So if you say something in a happy, uplifting tone, the dog will be happy. You can also say in a happy voice, Elsa, I'm going to kill you now. But if you say it in a happy voice, Elsa will just be ecstatic. It's amazing. Um, Dogs, they will accept you for whatever you want to give to them. Cats, on the other hand, uh, they reject you for whatever you want to give them. Be gone, servant, is what the cat would say.
Yeah.
Dog would say, oh my God, you've been gone for 5 milliseconds. I am so happy to see you. Please lavish me with your affections. Cat, be gone, my servant.
We feel it every time. Sometimes we'll just take the bin bag down to put. It takes 2 minutes. The dog's still so happy. Yeah, we're back. We've been gone 10 seconds, but we're back, and you're excited. The cats couldn't care less. There's food. There's water. You're useless, human. Go away. Go out for the rest of the day. I don't care. But not you, baby, huh? Not you. You love mommy and daddy, don't you? Mommy's baby.
Oh, here she is. There she is.
Hey, darling. Hey,
Well,
There's the other
This,
one.
this is the other one. This is Pearl.
did you say Pearl?
Yeah. This
Oh,
one, she's half Maine Coon.
Oh my.
She's beautiful. You might be able to see. I don't know if you can see on the camera, and I don't know if she'll let me do it. But on her paws, like her paws are extra fluffy, and
the Maine Coon are very, very large.
she, not her. Her mommy was tiny, and she too. She's 3 this year, and
Yeah.
she's still tiny.
Hello, baby.
The Maine Coon size she didn't get, but the fur, the fluffy ears inside her ears are really fluffy, and the
fat
paws,
tail.
the really fluffy tail. She got that, but the size, she's so tiny.
Yeah.
So tiny.
See you later.
Such beautiful creatures.
Yeah. Hello, baby.
I get allergies, but I don't get them all the time. It's a really strange thing. I don't suffer with an allergy to the cats all year round, but at certain times of the year, my eyes itch, my nose runs. It's really strange.
What when your eyes itch, Lindsay, is it a burning, or is it what exactly? How would you describe it?
Just irritation. Like they just feel irritated, so that I need to sort of do this and get rid of it. And I've had that ever since I was little.
Are you certain it's from the kitty?
Yeah, it's because since I was a little girl, I have asthma, I have hay fever, and I suffer with eczema, which all 3 normally come as one. Once you have asthma, the others come as a package. But I've read about the cats, and you can feed them certain foods that are anti-allergenic. I think they're called, and that stops their fur from releasing some sort of allergen. I don't know what that is. And then there's other times of the year it doesn't affect me at all. I can stroke them and be fine, and it won't affect me.
See you
And
later.
our cats and you, baby girl, they sleep with us. We let
Go on
them.
then.
They rule the house. They're our babies, and we
Yeah.
let them do anything. They're not animals that they're not allowed onto the sofa, the settee.
Well, they don't go out anyway, so.
They're allowed on the sofa. They're allowed anything, anywhere they choose. They're allowed to do pretty much what they want.
Only Elsa goes out.
They have.
My sister has a well she has a huge amount of animals, and she doesn't consider them pets. They're part of her family. So they're allowed a wide. They basically can come anywhere they want, anytime they want. They could just go anywhere.
Same, the
Mhm.
same as ours. Like
Yeah.
they're allowed to go where they want in the house. If they want to come and sleep with us, they can come and sleep with us. If they want to follow us to the bathroom,
They can't.
they'll follow us to the bathroom. And they're our babies, and that's how we look at them. They are our babies, and we love them unconditionally, the same as we would children.
Yep.
And that's just how they are. They get just like part of the family, basically. And some people might say, "Oh, that's wrong. It's just a dog. It's a cat." But no, not for us. They're
No,
more than
yeah, it's a member of the family.
I think they're more than that. Oh, it's just a dog. It's just a pet. It's just a cat. It's just a pet. There's so much more than that. They can give you back so much more than that.
Dogs, especially, they love you unconditionally. You can be mean to a dog, and the dog does not care. Nobody in their right mind would be mean to a dog, but all you have to do is feed and provide for a dog, and the dog would love you unconditionally.
She brought a lot of joy into our lives, didn't she, after a really hard time. So we're forever grateful to this little dog, because she makes your day every day. You'll go out, you'll come home, and she makes you feel like you're the most special person in the world, because you've come home, and she's the most happiest little thing in the world to see you again, aren't you?
See you later, Pookies. Have a good weekend.
No, Porkies. Thank you for staying with us so long. We should start giving out medals, actually, for the people that managed to stay the whole time, because wowee.
Elsa.
Yes, Salvin. I'll try to take my clothes off.
Ooh.
I have to be really drunk for that to happen.
Go for it, Alvin.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Like you go absolutely fucking viral because you was like strict.
Santa does not feel like we are the massive.
What are the rules in Wales? Really, really sorry, Tracy, about that. We are, as they would say, south of England. So in Wales, not particularly 100% on the rules, although from what I gather from other posts that we've seen, the only difference is in Scotland where the rules are slightly different. So I would imagine Wales, because it hasn't been mentioned, I would imagine Wales are kind of the same rules as us. And what I was getting to earlier is we've talked to Master Chris and Leanne Hill, who are both ex-police. And then we also had a little incident the other night, actually. We were in the town centre and this unmarked, completely undercover police car come up at the side of us and said, "Excuse me, police, what are you doing?" And at first we didn't take any notice because we didn't hear completely. And then they said, "Excuse me, police, what are you doing?"
So I just turn and say, "Dumpster diving." He goes, "Huh? Dumpster diving?" And he goes,
And he just said, "I'll leave you to it then." So they don't care. They don't care. And that's what Master Chris told us, Cookie and the Haydens. And if any of the chat that are still here haven't subscribed to Cookie and the Haydens, go and give their channel a watch. It's an amazing channel.
"Thank you, Tam and Belle."
Also, Tam and Belle Resell, who are our special guests tonight, are still in our chat. Go and give their channels a watch and a subscribe.
Yep.
Because they're all amazing people. And our very own Santa is on screen with us right now, and he has an Instagram, which I believe Tam has put the link in to the Instagram. So go and give that a follow if you're in the chat.
So this is your first live, Mrs. Love. Thank you. And we're happy you're enjoying it.
First live in a couple of weeks.
Ah, okay.
Not first live ever. I've seen Mrs. Love many times in Chris's chat.
I mean, our chat, our live.
Mrs. Love's been in our live once before, I think.
As long as we make people happy, that we're happy.
I tell you what, we were starting off that we were going to just do this whole dumpster diving related thing where we were just going to allow people to just ask dumpster diving questions. And then we kind of realised that doing what we're doing, and Noel left a really lovely comment after the last one and said, being with you guys is kind of like having a really nice night out with friends. And that made us feel really special. That's lovely. If we can make people feel that way, that's really lovely. So that's kind of how we're going to keep our lives. We're just going to keep them really chilled out. Duck race master. But we're going to keep them really chilled out. We'll probably always have some sort of dumpster alcohol at some point. And we're just going to have like lots of fun and chat. And
Tracy, hopefully we'll be out by tomorrow or Sunday. We'll go out again, do some dumpster diving.
Sunday we normally go up. We normally do Sunday nights because we've worked out that the collection lorries come Mondays, and then we try and we go out. I say Thursday night, but it normally works out that it's early hours on a Friday morning.
Early morning.
That's what we do because they're the kinds of the 2 days that we have now learned that they truck stuff out ready for a bin truck to come and get. So we try and go out and get it before the bin truck comes.
Oops, that's our chat. Sorry, reading everybody's chat.
Tracy says she's pissed.
You're the same line first. We all pissed.
If you join this channel, anything goes. Like as long as no one is hateful or horrible, that's absolutely fine.
Is that so that's a UK term. If you drink to excess,
yeah,
then you're you're pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know in America you would say you were pissed if you were angry. Like that's kind of how we get. We watch a couple of American channels, and like you'll hear them say, "Oh, I'm pissed," and they don't mean it how we would mean it. Like
Yeah.
here, if you go, "Oh, I'm pissed," it's because you're drunk. You've had too many.
Isn't that-
Have a good night, Mrs. Love. Hope to
No,
see
no,
you again soon.
Mrs. Love. Thank you for joining us. We'll have to have another chinwag about like all the stuff we used to do back in the day.
Oh, that's another.
I love that time.
Maybe I've had a few too many. A chin wag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That-
it's a weird English word for
Hello, sister.
a
How are
chat.
you?
a weird English word for a chat. Chinwag.
Chin wag is a chat.
Yeah, like a good talk. So you could phone someone and you could say, "We had a good chinwag for a few hours." It's a strange, weird. When you really actually like listen to yourself say it back, you think,
Yeah.
what is that word? Hi,
Um,
Vanessa.
Alvin, is that Vanessa is your sister?
Yes.
Yeah.
She lives in St. Lucia.
My goodness.
Andrew keeps saying he wants to marry Vanessa, and I do keep trying to tell Andrew that Vanessa already has a husband.
Hey, you
But
know,
Andrew doesn't care.
Lindsay, that's the kind of thinking that will prevent you from accomplishing great things.
I keep saying to Andrew, she's already married, Andrew, and he's like, yeah, it's okay. Like, hey, Alvin, like we can be related. What's the time where Chris is? Chris. Oh, okay, Tracy. The gentleman we have on the screen right now is not Chris.
Yep, I believe it says explicitly that I am not Chris. I believe I've made this perfectly clear.
Fitzy good.
Brilliant.
Chris is in the UK. Gosh.
But this Chris here is in the US.
This is not car boot, Chris.
8:30. Carry the one. Gosh, that's got to be 1:30.
Yeah. Yeah, because we went forward an hour, didn't we? So that means
Yeah.
because
One-
St. Lucia's exactly the same. So that means you're 5 hours behind us now.
Always feel like I'm behind when I'm talking to Chris.
I always find like time things strange. It's like they say time travel doesn't exist, but if you really think about it, it does, doesn't it? Because we are actually technically 5 hours in the future.
Yep.
So it does actually exist.
So this is not Santa. This is.
This is not car boot Chris. We discussed this.
No problem, buddy. Hope to see you sometime.
Thanks, Tam and Bell.
Tam and Bell say it's 1:37 their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. The whole of the UK, we have the same.
No, thank you, Santa.
It's 8:38 here, so
8:30. Oh, same time back home then.
So I wish it was back to 8:38 again. We would have just started 8 minutes ago and I wouldn't feel quite as tipsy.
How are those Stella?
I'm nearly finished. Nearly finished this one. We have 2 of these ones, and I've had one, so I'm not going to be greedy, and I'm going to leave the other one for you. But it was really nice.
My goodness, that one is a bit taller than the usual.
Yeah. It's almost the same size of this can.
Goodness
These
gracious!
are pint cans because some of them you can buy these in normal size cans, or
Yeah.
you can actually buy them in the 1 pint can, which means you get 1 can for like what you would get as in.
Mhm.
It's
They-
quite strange.
They advertise those as kind of a level above the normal beer.
It is kind of. I would say that this beer is a lot better than some of the other brands.
Better than the Budweiser, maybe.
I would say so. Personally, I would 100% say that's nicer than Budweiser.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
it's I don't know, the flavor of it is just nicer.
I had a one or two of those before, and they were quite delicious.
They are nice. They are lovely beer. If someone was to say to me, "What beer would you like?" It's probably the beer I would choose.
Cheers, Tracy.
Cheers, Tracy. Night,
Night,
night.
night.
Thank you for joining us. And we love you too, Vanessa.
Always love you.
That is that's an interesting name there, Vernessa. That's I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Cool.
I've seen Vanessa without the R, but never Vernessa. That's
It's a unique
really
name.
pretty.
But Tam said better than being fingered by a bishop, Lindsay. 100%. It is this. The bishop's finger is stronger, but I would still choose this, and it is 100% better than being fingered by a bishop. Tam.
But let's not get into the let's not get into the church.
You're still here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean-
I thought you're gone already.
I thought you'd gone. What did you say? What did Tam say that made me think you were going? Let me see.
Let's see.
Let me see.
Well,
Going. There's something, and I assumed you were going.
I put a comment in earlier. I was asking if either Tam or Bell would consider doing voiceover work, and I need someone to narrate my life, and I could listen to Tam and Bell for many hours in a row. It's just so wonderful to listen to them speak.
Yeah, I love the accent.
I tell you what's funny, especially for you. My granddad, when he was alive, like say when he was alive, because I don't know why I even say that, but he was from Berwick upon Tweed, and Berwick upon Tweed it's bordering England into Scotland, but his accent to me was more Scottish. It wasn't. It was more Scottish than it was English, and I understand a lot of what Scottish people say because I've grown up. Most of my family are from the north of England, and I just understand it a lot easier.
Another one is not going.
Not going still on, guys.
Sorry.
Okay, I thought you were going. What is going? Are we that drunk?
Many, a lot of people will comment about Tam and Bell, saying they're hard to understand. I understand what everything they have said in any videos and any live streams perfectly. It's just comforting. I love to hear them speak. I'm not sure where I'm from. I'm almost positive it's from Scotland. It's a very, very comforting tempo and just the way they speak. I don't have any trouble at all understanding them.
You're the same though, aren't you? Because Alvin, we've got a neighbour, and her name is What's her name? Charmin,
yeah.
and she's Glaswegian. And sometimes we talk to her. She's lovely, and we talk to her, and she talks to you, and she says, and Alvin says to me, "I don't know what she said." But with Tam and Bell, you never ask me after, I don't know what did Tam say,
Yeah,
what did Bell say.
I understand everything they say.
I think in Scotland there's a lot deeper Scottish accents that people might struggle to understand. And our neighbour, bless you, like you never know. Alvin kind of does this and hopes that he's saying the right thing. And then afterwards he says to me, "I don't know what she said."
You know, Lindsay, universally, regardless of the language or anything, if you can just look at someone and nod,
Smile.
It's easy.
Wow.
It's easy, like, and that's the way I think that's how we manage to communicate with.
But as many jokes have been made about Tam and Bell, honestly, I understand what they're saying in all of their videos perfectly.
And so do you, don't you? And like you struggle really badly with really deep Scottish accent.
Yeah, but I could understand everything Tam and Bell says.
I believe some of it has to be with the energy that they're projecting. Belle is such a lovely creature of this world, and Tam is such a lucky man to have found her. Wonderful people.
Yeah, they are.
They're just the loveliest couple ever. Like, and we really hope that like we can save up enough money, because where we don't drive, public transport over here, the prices are so steep. So we would love to go and meet up with Tam and Bell.
I meant to ask you, Alvin and Lindsay, what is the precipitous? Why is it that you don't drive? I know it's expensive to own a vehicle. I'm not trying to pry. I'm just curious, and I applaud you in reduction of
CO2.
Yeah, you and your carbon footprint.
Yeah, that's why it's not Chris.
Not carbon.
Not carbon Chris. We don't really have a vehicle with like petrol. If we have to have a vehicle, our next vehicle will be electric. So before I had a vehicle, was using diesel, and it was not as healthy for the planet. So I don't drive anymore. And if I don't have an electric car, I don't want a car anymore.
Alvin, I just recently purchased a electric Volkswagen.
Yeah, I noticed the red nice one.
It's so much fun to drive, and I personally didn't purchase it for the carbon footprint or anything like that. I just I love the technology, and
Yep.
I love not going to a gas station, petrol station to fill up. It's very cheap to operate,
True.
but I want to tell you, after I win the lottery coming up pretty soon, I'm gonna purchase you and Lindsay a electric vehicle of your own.
Oh, that sounds nice. Thank you.
The numbers don't really pan out, but I'm modestly hopeful. Elsa has given me her approval of the numbers I was collecting.
Yeah. Okay, secret. You're talking secretly to Santa. Okay.
How old is Elsa there?
She's 4 years old.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oops, careful. You want to stay here, yeah? You want to stay up here? Okay. She wants to be a parrot.
Hey, little Steve is here. I've officially killed your channel now.
No, you haven't
No,
killed.
you have not.
You have. Because of you here, they still have people here.
I told you earlier, I don't care, and I love everyone in our chat. I couldn't care less if people want to leave, because we think the world of you. And if people wanted to leave because of that, then they're not really welcome here.
Charge my phone quickly.
And that's
Thank you, Lindsay. I want to reiterate. I'm Uncle Alvin. I'm not Carboat Chris or Santa, but I do want to reiterate that Santa loves everyone, regardless of however they want to identify themselves. Even if they're little Steve.
Yeah, little Steve is just got home from London. Phantom was awesome. Would pop on, but wife is still chatting to me about the show and both knackered. Honestly, I'm what they would say, well gel, little Steve. Love Phantom. Love the movie with Gerard Butler, Phantom of the Opera. It always makes me cry at the end that she leaves him on his own.